project or you want to grow a project, but not more than 3 months. Because nowadays we have to be really, really fast. So we've been incubating many things nowadays. And then agile business process and IT infrastructure. Our old IT infrastructure, which we are still improving, is not agile at all. You know, in the old days, we always hard-coded everything. Yeah, so we rely a lot on hardware instead of the software part itself. So we're changing. But again, even changing one thing, if we want to change to one device to one car, it's different to changing one device for 37,000 cars. Even the resources, the investment needed is different. The magnitude of it is different. And we want to engage startups. That's why we're now engaging, opening ourselves. So reimagining Bluebird, that's the theme that we launched end of last year. See us not just as a taxi company. See us as a platform for startup to enhance the customer experience. So we're now engaging more and more startups. And reformulating the culture, not the value. The value stays the same. So the soul of the company have to stay the same, but the culture can be adapted. So you have to run faster. We have to be more agile, even though we're a huge boat. Actually, the first thing, it's actually come at the right time. If you come over to our new head office in Mampang Prapatan, you can see the shape of our building is not square or rectangular. It's a free-form building because we want to present the agility. It's a free-form building. It's as simple as a single-cell amoeba. I know a lot of engineers in here or scientists. So, an amoeba is the way they move to get the food. They would change their shape so that they can get to the food as efficient as possible. So that is the basic philosophy of how we should do things now. Don't worry about our shape anymore. What is important is our soul will have to stay the same. So this is the new features of My Bluebird app. So we have a taxi nearby, so you can see, you know, you just download. Maybe I should just, how many of you have My Bluebird apps in here? Oh, thank you. Thank you. So for the ones who has not downloaded, please do, at least just to check on the features that we have and to give us inputs, because getting inputs is very important, yeah? Bluebird is 100% Indonesian. We do not have any single expat working in our company. It's all Indonesian. So we need help, we need support, and we need inputs. And we have also estimated costs, but we are highly regulated, so we can only give estimated costs. We cannot give the fixed price. We have advanced booking. I think that's the difference. And cashless payment. We also have launched, but still in beta format. It's Easy Ride. We call it Easy Ride. So even if you don't order from the app, you hail on the street, you can still pay by the app. So we call it Easy Ride. So we're moving toward cashless. So then we launched this new video this year.
Hai kamu, banyak hal yang sudah berubah sejak kita terakhir kali saling menyapa. Sekarang, aplikasi My Bluebird sudah terus-menerus disempurnakan, dan makin banyak dari kamu yang menggunakannya. Selain terus mengerjakan hal-hal baik yang sudah membangun kepercayaan kalian selama ini, kini para pengemudi kami juga semakin sigap dengan teknologi. Terus belajar harus jadi kebiasaan seumur hidup, kan? Makin canggih mereka sekarang. Kalau kamu lihat armada kami, setiap harinya semakin banyak yang kami remajakan, baik di luar dan juga di dalamnya. Perubahan semangat juga sangat terasa di seluruh lini. Lini depan, belakang, kiri, kanan, atas, dan juga bawah. Bahkan mereka yang dulu adalah lawan dalam perlombaan, sekarang adalah mitra dalam kemajuan bersama. Tahun ini, kami genap berusia 45 tahun. Namun justru di usia ini, kami merasa babak baru perjalanan kami baru saja dimulai. Sebagai pohon besar yang lahir, berakar, dan tumbuh di tanah Indonesia, kami bangga bisa menjadi semangat perubahan yang sedang terjadi di negeri kita ini. Semua ini terjadi karena apa? Karena kamu. Tanggapan dan ucapan kamu atas pesan terakhir kami begitu kuat dan besar, sehingga semangat kami terbakar olehnya. Sedikit kata-kata yang bisa diucapkan bagi mereka yang bisa teguh terus untuk percaya dan memberikan kesempatan untuk seorang teman. Oleh karena itu, kami ucapkan terima kasih. Terus maju, terus belajar, dan terus memperbaiki diri adalah tekad-tekad kami berikutnya. Jika kamu masih terus berada bersama kami di perjalanan ini, sekali lagi kami ucapkan terima kasih.
Itu di-hold dulu. Jadi, the topic is how digital is changing leadership roles and responsibility. Kita sendiri juga harus bisa agile. Saya khusus belajar voice over untuk bikin video ini. Karena the pace, the tone of a leader to set the direction is very important. Especially with so many people. So, as a leader, that's what you need to do. To set the tone, to set the direction, to keep growing, keep learning, as mentioned in the video. We have to keep growing, we have to keep learning. As my late grandmother used to say to me, never feel that you're on top of the mountain. Because once you're on top of the mountain, there is only one way, which is down. So it is very important for us to keep learning. And then I'm going to close with a video that I think is very cute. It's about, for me, it's about leadership.
Look at the one that made it, watching all the other ones.
I think this is about leadership more than the never give up itself. You see, the mother duck is just standing there, so all the ducklings are on this side and they're trying hard to move up. Because there is one duckling that managed to go up one way, so the other ducklings are trying. So now the mother duck are saying, try different ways. Go that way. Don't just stay here. Try different ways. Then the first one is up. And then you can see, once the first one is up, then it is faster for the others to move up. And then it becomes faster and faster for them. And the best thing in here is they just look for different ways, because in the beginning, they're just trying on this side. But then another learning from here, the mother duck also did not go down and pick up the ducklings to go up. She's just giving directions and cheering up. Yeah. So I think that's the lesson learned when I watch this. It's more than it's more than just never give up. It's about leadership that we can learn. So never give up, keep growing, and keep learning. So we'll be there. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Noni, for a presentation. I think a great presentation. So we have time, maybe 30 minutes for questions. Maybe 1, 2. There is no ladies? Ladies first. Ladies first.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. It's very interesting. And I use Bluebird every day, almost every day, from my home to here because I am too afraid to drive by myself, so I use Bluebird. And most of the drivers are very polite and very communicative, but around 2 times I send complaint to the customer service, and he and the manager asked me about what happened to me, and I explain, and also I give the name of the driver. But after that, there is no email anymore. So I didn't know what kind of treatment that Bluebird do to that driver. It is different when I complain to Singapore Airlines about something, and I explain the how the cleaning service make me unsafe. And after a few days, they contact me again and say that they have got the name of the cleaning service, of the cleaner, and they put her in a kind of a training. That is a kind of treatment for that employee. So what I want to know is how Bluebird manage treatment for the driver if Bluebird got a complaint for the customer, and it is I think it is important for all customers that their complaints are heard by the management. Thank you very much.
Thank you. The question about the hospitality and how to treatment, right? This is important questions, but not for me, right? For Mr. Noni. Okay. Actually, I will answer, but not for me.
Thank you, and thank you for the great input. Actually, that must be something that is, the process is not done correctly in here because they don't give you the feedback. But rest assured, every single complaint that comes in is recorded. And every month we have a board of directors meetings so we spend at least 1 hour to look into because we categorize different complaints. What type of complaints that is increasing compared to last month, and which particular, and because we're using the business intelligent for our system, so we can drill down which one. So the mistake here is not to give the update or the follow-up of what they have done. So it depends on what the driver did, because we have a point system for the drivers. So we like a driver's license. You know, it depends on the things that you do. So if it's, for example, about the way the driver talk, then we would give a training. If it's about not knowing which way, then now we're asking the driver, why aren't you using the navigation system? You know, those kind of things. But if it's about, for example, asking for change of money or something like that, then they will get more severe punishment. So it really depends on what type. But every single complaint is being recorded, because when you call, the call is recorded. So if you send a complaint through our website, through Twitter, through the customer service channels, it's all recorded. And it's all, that data is being analyzed. So that part, I think, it comes through, but thank you for letting me know that it's not being updated of what to do. Every day we still have, so our complaint up to date is still 0.1%. We still have 0.1% complaint. If we look at the percentage, is small, but if we look at the number, because we are servicing 300,000 people every day, it's a huge number. So that's why we're still improving our customer service as well. So I will give this input to our Bandung branch, because it's a good input for us. Thank you, Ibu.
Okay, thank you for the answer. And the second question, user, maybe your name and where do you come from?
Thank you very much. My name is Erwin Harahap from Universitas Islam Bandung. I'm here on behalf of Mr. Rector because he's still in Makassar, so cannot attend to Telkom University. First of all, I would like to address my salute. I'm sorry, my English is not too good. For Ibu Noni, you have a very great motivation to keep move on in this Bluebird company. Because I following the situation in March 2016. So and as I know that the application games about the Angry Bird is very popular, and I don't know. Bluebird and becomes Angry Bird, so yeah, kind of that one. So I see that how that situation, condition about the application, Android application is hitting very hard to the Bluebird company, and actually, honestly, I don't know about the situation, how the Bluebird is still growing after you make presentation. So I know that, oh, okay, Bluebird is like fighting to keep move on in this business. So it's really great, I guess. Hopefully, yeah, me, my university, Unisba, can do like you, of course. So if we see another company, as we know that we all know, Nokia, maybe it's the same situation with this one. When the technology, Android coming, yeah, Nokia is like collapse. So, but I don't know why the leader is not like you. So, Nokia now is, I think it's almost gone because some information said they will grow and they will make like a new moving or new strategy, but yeah, I don't know. So there is no information for this time. But Bluebird, I just know this time you have apps actually. So maybe the advertisement is need more to make by using social media. Maybe it's more effective. So back to my question actually. In this situation, when the Bluebird is hitting hard, all of the 50,000 employees, they have a very fortunate situation because they have a great leader. So the leader is have capability to like make a self motivation and keep like fighting, moving forward. So the question is, maybe it's a question for myself. If, like for example, my company or my university facing this situation, like, yeah, today is the technology is keep growing fast. How if the leader is don't have high motivation? So what have to do? So in this case, maybe in your situation, it's really fortunate because you have the high motivation. So if the situation is different, so but let's say the people or the audience, but not a leader, they want to like give what they say. We want to moving forward. We want to grow. Let's fight. But leader doesn't have the motivation. What have to do? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Actually, I am privileged because I was taught by my late grandmother to always see challenges as opportunity. So that is embedded in my head. It didn't mean that we were not, this is a family company. So for us, the hit is personal. So it's personal hit. It's not just a company getting hit. So it was really difficult for us. But I remembered before my grandmother passed away, she said to me that, you know, the responsibility of the leaders of Bluebird is not for the family anymore, for our family, our shareholders. The responsibility is for the 200, 300,000 people who depends. So I think that's what keeps me awake and also keeps me energized every single morning. You know, it's not just for me. So, but I also believe in the power of teamwork. So I think if the leader, because we do have this, it doesn't matter how energized I am, but the one who have to implement are the general managers, right? So they are the leaders and the head of the branches. So if the leaders are not that energized, I think then we can do the movement from the bottom as well. So because I strongly believe in the team energy as well. The more energy we have, it is about energy creation, right? The more inertia we create, the bigger it is, then I think everybody will eventually move. But also in practicality, there is a way to make changes in leadership as well if need to. The case studies that we use for our senior management, that actually we just had a workshop last weekend, I brought up the case studies of Kodak and Fujifilm. Not Nokia, because from Nokia, you know, we learn, okay, we have to be agile, we cannot be late. But by comparing what Kodak did and what Fuji did, I think it gives a lot of insights to us. I think if you have time, then you can look through that. Because Kodak was the innovator of digital camera, and yet they died because of digital. So that's ironic. And Fuji, the way Fuji survived is they recognized their core strength, and they asked their professors, their scientists, to look into different ways of using their technology, different ways of using their knowledge. So they turned, now Fuji still have the Instax, yeah, yang itu, that only contribute about 10 to 15% of their total revenue, if I'm not mistaken. The rest are cosmetics. The reason why they moved to cosmetic, because they have a certain chemical that can be used to make our skin glowing. So, but you know, it's amazing, the innovation, the pivoting that they're doing. But they keep the digital camera as legacy. So I use that a lot now within the organization. Thank you.
Okay, the third question maybe from behind. Behind first, sir. Okay. Okay.
Check, yeah. My name is Sutisna from Sumedang Kreatif. I have, thank you very much for very inspiring talks. My name is, okay, I have two things. The first one is, yesterday I was finding transportation for Kampung Rambutan to Block M via GoCar. But this time, the apps gave me Bluebird cards. For me personally, it's like doubling my experience. Gave me the Bluebird car with flat costs. So it was a very doubling Bluebird experience. I got the Bluebird hospitality, and I can minimize my travel expenses. So I was curious about the strategy behind that decision. And the second thing is that this is my first time watching your company's video, and I think it's worth spreading more. Thank you.
Okay. So part of the change, part of being agile, is to not shape ourselves as who we were before, and to be more open. I think I mentioned earlier, we have to recognize our weakness. Our weakness was in technology. Our weakness was in because we were bounded by regulations that we cannot offer a fixed tariff. We have to use the meter and everything like that because of the license issues. That is our weakness. But we want to give our customers the array of different experiences. And we want to be able to, for our customers to be able to